Have you ever thought that losing everything could be the best thing that ever happened to you? Many of us fear loss, fear failure, fear life's unexpected twists. But sometimes hidden blessings are waiting. This is the story of a humble farmer, a powerful storm, and a lesson that changed everything. In a small, quiet village, there lived a humble farmer. Every day, from sunrise to sunset, he worked his fields with care and patience. Though his life was simple, he was content. He tended to the crops, watered them carefully, and made sure every plant grew strong. With every seed he planted, he poured in love and hope, knowing that happiness was not in wealth, but in living with purpose and being grateful for what he had. One afternoon, dark clouds began to gather over the village, turning the sky an ominous gray. The wind grew stronger and the air felt colder. The farmer looked up nervously, feeling a chill creeping through the fields. Birds flew away in panic, and the trees bent violently with the sudden gusts. The village seemed to hold its breath as the storm approached, and a heavy sense of fear and uncertainty filled the hearts of everyone, leaving them bracing for what was coming. Suddenly, the storm unleashed its full fury. Rain poured down in sheets, wind howled through the fields, and the farmer struggled to keep his footing. The crops he had nurtured for months were battered by the rain and flattened by the violent wind. Branches snapped, leaves were torn away, and muddy water rushed through the fields. Despite all his effort, it seemed as if everything he had worked for was being destroyed in moments. The farmer's heart sank as he watched the chaos around him, feeling powerless against the storm's wrath. After hours of relentless rain and wind, the storm finally began to subside. The clouds slowly parted and rays of sunlight pierced through the gray sky. The farmer looked around, seeing the damage to his crops, yet he felt a flicker of hope. He realized that despite the destruction, some plants had survived. With determination, he rolled up his sleeves and began the work of rebuilding. Each step he took, he reminded himself that challenges were temporary, and with patience and effort, life could always recover. As the farmer looked over his fields, he realized something important. While the storm had destroyed much of his work, it had also cleared the old and weak plants, making space for new growth. He understood that setbacks were not the end, but an opportunity to start fresh and see things from a new perspective. Life, like the fields, could be unpredictable, but patience, effort, and a positive mindset could turn even disaster into a blessing. The farmer smiled, knowing that he had gained not just experience, but wisdom that would guide him through any storm. The farmer realized that life's storms, no matter how fierce, are part of the journey. What may seem like loss or failure can hide unexpected blessings. By focusing on what truly matters and embracing each challenge with patience and courage, one can turn adversity into growth. The farmer smiled, knowing that perspective is everything. He had learned that storms pass, and with resilience, effort, and hope, life always finds a way to flourish. And so, he continued his work, wiser, stronger, and more grateful than ever. As the storm cleared, the villagers slowly emerged from their homes, surveying the aftermath. Some were discouraged by the damage, while others were inspired by the farmer's courage. They saw how he had faced the storm and begun to rebuild. His determination sparked hope throughout the village. Families came together, helping one another, and little by little, the community started restoring the fields. The farmer's resilience reminded everyone that even in hardship, unity, effort, and a positive outlook could transform despair into strength. As the fields slowly recovered, the farmer began sharing his experiences with the younger villagers. He spoke of patience, resilience, and the importance of focusing on what truly matters. The children listened intently, inspired by his courage and determination. Other farmers came forward asking questions and learning how to face challenges with a positive mindset. His story became a lesson for the entire village, that storms may come, but with perspective, effort, and hope, anyone could turn adversity into opportunity. The farmer smiled, knowing that his journey had planted seeds of wisdom that would grow for generations. The storm had passed, the fields were recovering, and the farmer's journey had taught a timeless lesson. Life will always bring challenges, but courage, focus, and resilience allow us to grow stronger. The village thrived, the crops flourished, and the farmer's wisdom spread far and wide. Every setback became a stepping stone, every failure a lesson, and every storm an opportunity. Remember, no matter how fierce life's storms may be, perspective, patience, and effort will always guide you toward growth and hope. And just like the farmer, you too can turn adversity into your greatest strength.